Dear students, let's start today's class. You are watching the channel Learn Science with Munmun ma'am.
Hello dear students, welcome back to my science class. Today I am going to teach you the chapter 14 of your NCERT book, Electric Current and its Effect. You might have tried the game How Steady is Your Hand, suggested in chapter 12 of class 6. If not, you may try it now. Paheli and Bozo had also set up the game by connecting an electric circuit as suggested in class 6. They had lots of fun trying it out with their family and friends. They enjoyed it so much that they decided to search it to a cousin of theirs who stayed in a different town. So Paheli made a neat drawing showing how the various electric components were to be connected. So just take a look. This you have made, the simple electric circuit you have made in class 6. This is the cell with which connected two iron nail, and here is a battery, and these are the connector. So we will see that whether it can be made into an open or a closed circuit. Set up to check how steady your hand is. Can you draw this circuit conveniently? It made Bozo wonder if there was an easier way to represent this electric component. That means instead of drawing this cell, bulb every time, if we can represent them in a simpler way. Some common electric components can be represented by symbols in table 14.1. Some electric components and their symbols are shown. You may come across different symbol for this component in different books. However, in this book we shall be using symbol shown here. So now we will take a look at the symbol, and while drawing our circuit diagram we will use this symbol. Look at the symbols carefully. In the symbol for electric cell, notice that there is a longer line and a shorter but thick and parallel line. So let us take a look. Here is our table that shows the electric cell, a longer line that signifies the positive terminal of the cell, and a shorter but thicker line that signifies the negative terminal of the cell. This followed by electric bulb. This is switch. Here it is used a safety pin as switch, and you can see this is a switch in on position. Whenever switch is in on, circuit is closed, and this is switch in off position, open circuit, right? This is battery. Battery is just a group of cells. So you can see one cell, two cells, and they are connected to each other to form battery. Just shown in this picture. One cell, two cells connected to each other. While connecting, we have to be careful that negative terminal of a cell is always connected to the positive terminal. Now wire that are represented by straight line. So now we will get back there where we have started reading. For a switch, the on position and the off position is represented by symbol as shown. We have just seen. The wires used to connect various components are represented by lines. A battery and its symbol are also shown. Do you know what a battery is? Just is a number of cells connected to each other. We connect two or more cells together to form a battery. That the positive terminal of one cell is connected to the negative terminal of the next cell. Such a combination of two or more cells is called a battery. Here we have shown two cells are there that are connected to each other to form the battery. Many devices such as torches, transistors, toys, TV remote control use batteries. However, In some of these devices, the electric cells are not always placed one after the other as shown in figure 14.2. Sometimes the cells are placed side by side. You may have seen it in the remote, right? Then how are the terminals of the cells are connected? Look carefully inside the battery compartment of any device. There is usually a thick wire or a metal strip connecting the positive terminal of one cell to the negative terminal of the next cell as shown in figure 14.3. So just take a look there. See, a battery of two cells, they are connected side by side, and this, a wire connecting the positive terminal with the negative terminal, positive with the negative terminal. In this way also we can do, as it's shown in figure 14.3. There is usually a thick wire or metal strip that connecting the positive terminal of one cell to the negative terminal of the next cell. In order to help you to place the cells correctly in the battery compartment, positive and negative symbols are usually printed there. If you now take a look at your remote control, you will see there it is clearly mentioned, even in a camera, it is clearly mentioned that where should we fit the positive terminal of the battery and where the negative terminal. How can we connect the cells to prepare batteries for our activities? You may make a cell holder as shown in figure 14.4. So just take a look at the cell holder. This is a cell holder where we can fit the two cells or more than two cells, right? Using a wooden block, two iron strip and rubber bands. It is necessary that the rubber bands hold the metal strip tightly so that whenever we will use it in anything, that will form a closed circuit. There should be no loose connection. You could also buy cell holders from the market for making batteries of two or more electric cells. Place the cell in them properly such that the positive terminal of one cell is always connected to the negative terminal of the next cell. Connect a piece of wire each of two metal clips on the cell holder as shown in figure 14.5. You can see it here. This is another cell holder. Your battery is ready for use. This cell holder will contain two cells. The symbol used for representing a battery is shown in figure 14.1. We have seen that two cells connected with each other, positive terminal of one cell with the other. Now another activity is given to you. Make the electric circuit shown in figure 14.7. You used a similar circuit in class 6 to make an electric bulb go. Do you remember that the bulb glows only when the switch is in the on position, and the bulb glows as soon as the switch is moved to the on position? You have even made simple electric circuit in class 6, so this is well known to you. Copy this electric circuit in your notebook. Make also a circuit diagram for this circuit using symbols for the various electric components. Is your diagram similar to that one shown in figure 14.8? Let's take a look at figure 14.8 now. This is 14.8 showing the circuit diagram. If we just take a look, a cell. This is represented by a cell. Then bulb. This is our bulb and it's a glowing bulb, right? Wire shown by straight line, and this is on switch. Hence the bulb is glowing in both the cases, right? So this is known as circuit diagram. Would the bulb glow in this electric circuit? Recall that the bulb glows only when the switch is the on position and the electric circuit is closed. Now take a look. Here it is open circuit and the bulb is not glowing. Switch is off. Notice that the key or the switch can be placed anywhere in the circuit. When the switch is in the on position, the circuit from the positive terminal of the battery to the negative terminal is complete. The circuit is then said to be closed and the current flows throughout the circuit instantly. When the switch is in the off position, the circuit is incomplete. It is said to be open. No current flows through any part of the circuit. In the bulb, there is a thin wire that called the filament, which glows when an electric current passes through it. This is inside. This is the filament of the bulb. When the bulb gets fused, its filament is broken. Caution: never touch a lighted electric bulb connected to the mains. It may be very hot and your hand may get burned badly, because when the bulb glows, it is because of the heating effect of the electric current. When the electric current passes through these filaments, it becomes red hot, started glowing and give us light. So definitely it will be very hot. Do not experiment with the electric supply from the mains or a generator or an inverter, because this is a huge source of electricity. You may get an electric shock, which may be dangerous. Use only electric cell for all the activities suggested here. If the filament of the bulb is broken, would the circuit be complete? Definitely not. Would the bulb still glow? The answer is again no. You might have noticed that a glowing electric bulb become warm. Do you know why? This is because of the heating effect of the electric current. In our next class, we will discuss it in detail, what is heating effect of electric current. Thank you.